A reading from Stephane the Apostle's Epistle to the Palmyrene. To Marcius, Archdeacon of the Church in Palmyrene, Bishop Canaeus, the elders Myron and Joycelyn, most especially my beloved brother Callista, and all our brethren therein assembled, I write peace. I pray peace, love, absolution, lust, and perfection to you from my travels abroad. Brother Lucian, who still travels with me, also sends his peace, love, absolution, and lust. You will see that he has grown since our last writing, when he could only pray you the three. Beloved brethren, his eyes have been opened to the fourth, of the lust of the river and the stars. I am overjoyed to say that he lusts boldly for the continuum of the cosmos and gropes hungrily for the stuffing of the millennia. He feasts on your prayers to the stars for his journey upwards, and devours your third hearts in hopes that he might see the fifth. What now is left is his journey to the perfect, a journey which we travel together, parallel to our substantive journey, down these roads and pathways, speaking the fifth to all who will listen, and to many who will not, and to some who have already, but not yet. It is perfection which causes me to write, as to the fate of the heresy in Cappadocia. In your own days I admonish you, do not be like the Cappadocians, who speak untruths about a singular perfection. I decree that they are no longer our brethren, and are to be shunned and all. By my apostolic heart, I urge you to turn inside out any amongst you who speak their lies on their tongues or in their hearts. Turn away from them. Again, I say turn away. Keep focused on the true perfection, which is open to all, which is becoming of all, and which all are becoming on our paths to the fifth. Be in perfection as I am in perfection, and I shall be in you as you are in me, my beloved church. As the prophetess Sinea wrote in the scriptures, the fifth is of and with us all. Be perfect until you cannot be more and all. But lo, I hear your questions, though you have not yet asked them. Beloved apostle, you say, how can I be perfect if my brother is perfect? Would not one of us be imperfect in the wake of the other? And furthermore, if the starfish is in its perfection, then must we all, in our diminution, be imperfect. Hear these words of I, your apostle, and engulf them in the flame of your souls until they take their righteous place in your phenomenological landscape, for they are the truth, and I am in them, and being in them, am in you. It is this simple. One being perfect does not preclude another from being the same. Allow me to speak in parable. I shall use the fourth to shine light on the fifth, in honor of Brother Lucian's upheaval. As you are, I am certain, assembled in the holy place, where our mindsets flee for our souls to dance and enshrine the same, I tell you to behold your brother, my beloved Callista. I submit that he has a perfect body, the type already dreamt of, even before it is seen, and that once so seen holds the mind in a constant stranglehold from which thoughts of anything else struggle to escape. The type of body that in an instant inspires your beatified lust to drive you to sickness. Behold and feel everything you are inside trying to heave itself out of you, not from revulsion, but rather the carnal opposite, where the mind, heart, soul, spirit, and body look upon another bearing such brilliance, such beauty, such wit, such grace, and yes, such shape, that the stomach of the viewer cannot summon enough ennobled lust to match the object thereof, and indeed turns in on itself in the attempt to properly digest the perfection it beholds. Now, some of you might be agreeing with me. Others of you, I can see with my outstretched faculty, are feeling the same, but for another of your brethren. And you are certainly saying, as the Cappadocians might say, "But apostle, surely there cannot be two people with perfect bodies. By definition, one must be more perfect than the other." Unwrap your mind and fathom. When one has seen the perfect sunset, does that mean one can never see the perfect sunrise? Certainly not. And yet, both of these things are equally perfect, even as holy lust informs us that the beloved Callista's possession of the perfect ass does not preclude another possessing a faultless posterior. The false ulterior culture teaches us from a young age that someone or something must be the greatest, the most laudatory. I say this is a false perception. The teachings of the false gods of merit and progress, who live not in our immensity, but their base noetic whole. For I inquisit of you this: is one arm of the starfish more perfect than the others? Do 4 arms bow and genuflect towards the one? No, they are all 5 perfect, because the starfish is perfect. And if the starfish is perfect, then by nature all parts of it must be as well. I tell you this as a message of joy. For just as the whole of believers is part of the starfish, therefore must the whole of the believers also be perfect. And as the whole is perfect, so are its 5 expressions. And as part of our expression, we thereunto must all, each one, possess the prospect of achieving perfection. Let the fallen brethren of Cappadocia be anathema. I condemn their false gods of progress, merit, selection, competition, and regret. Turn only to the truths of peace, love, absolution, lust, and perfection. Be as an arm of the starfish, a perfect being amongst perfect beings, and work together so that the whole of believers might shine forth the light of perfection for all the world to see. Here ends the reading.